So, hello, this is Michelle Augusto, and I am here with Mary Jean Jakubowski. I'm so excited that she's here. She's one of my favorite people in the whole world.
No, thank you.
And we're doing our interview for Sin Fronteras, Western New York. So, thanks so much for being here.
I'm very excited to be here.
So, Mary Jean, this is Women's History Month. It's March.
Absolutely.
And you are one of the finest, strongest women I know.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
So I'd like you to kind of maybe share about the importance of maybe Women's History Month to you and possibly what's happening in the library to celebrate it.
Sure, so absolutely. So, first of all, thanks again for having me here. She's one of my favorite people, too. I have to, but known each other for a long time at this point in time. So Women's History Month, I think, is really critical to today's women, that we have a month to celebrate. But I think women should always be celebrating their accomplishments. You know, today's women really fall on the heels of yesterday's women, and there are so many wonderful, wonderful things that women have accomplished throughout history. And so I'm going to give the plug for the library now, because you can learn so much about women through history by coming into your local public library. Certainly you can find lots of things online. We can help you with that as well. But we annually take the month of March and we celebrate all things women. And we have a tremendous amount of great local partners, including, of course, the Hispanic Heritage Council. Zonta of Buffalo is here. We have the Erie County Commission on the Status of Women offering programs, the Teal Project, the League of Women Voters. The list just goes on and on. And there's something for everyone, you know, and just about every day of the week we've got a program, not just here in our libraries, but throughout Western New York, celebrating the accomplishments of women as a whole.
So is there a calendar that maybe someone can look at? Is there an online site that they can get to?
Absolutely. So our website at www.buffalolib.org has a calendar, and we have over 40 programs this year going on. It's right on our scroll, right off that home page. Lots of things going on, as I said. We've got a great book talk coming up this Friday, that being March the 9th here at the Central Library. And it's a book called Men Explain Things to Me. I think it says it all, Michelle, I gotta tell you. I've been reading it, I've laughed, I've cried, I've gone through the gamut of emotions. A great panel of speakers on that. So I would hope
there's some humor in this.
There's some humor in this, but a lot of great programming. I hope people will take a look, and if you can't get on our website for whatever the reason, you're just not near the computer, you can always give us a call at 858-8900, and we'll let you know what's going on.
Now, is that a general phone number? So if they are interested in what's happening in the Kenmores?
Absolutely. Okay. So that's the general phone number. Here, it's something we fondly refer to as our e-branch. It's our virtual library. And you can call. That's open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the phone lines open. But, of course, our website is available 24/7, 365.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, Mary Jean, you've been the director since 2011, right?
2011.
So we're getting on to 7 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you really have been instrumental in a lot of the change and the events and reaching out to community. Can you talk about the board? Because there is a board at the library, right? And they help make some decisions.
So we have a board of trustees that actually governs the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library and the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library system. Our system is actually made up of 23 independent boards, and our system board of trustees also has the administrative responsibility over the Central Library and the Buffalo branches. And my position falls to the administration of those locations, as well as any system services. And I think what's most important is our board feels very strongly, as do I, about the position of libraries in their communities. Libraries really are an integral role. They play an integral role in all of our communities, and studies continually show that even if you're not a library user, you want a public library in your community because you know that there's a value to having that. So one of the things that I have put forth in my administration, and honestly, when I say my administration, it's really everyone here. It's everyone working together. What do people want? What do people need from their libraries? And I've been with the library system now for just about 26 years, and the change in libraries is just phenomenal. But, libraries are here for everyone, and that is something that I've really worked to try to open up. And it's not that they were never here for everyone, because we've always been here, but it's really letting people know what services we provide, what services, and finding out what services we don't provide that people are in need of. And our partnerships play a tremendous role in that.
Yeah, it is all about accessibility, and that's what this
Absolutely.
library is. I mean, I know your administration and this library and the libraries in general in the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library System have made it a huge effort to make sure to bring in community and
Absolutely.
to bring in organizations that help the people that are in those communities. So I want to delve into the particular relationship that you have with the Hispanic Heritage Council. And it's really just been great. I mean, in every kind of way, we feel a true partnership. I can say that as part of the council. I'm hoping you can kind of talk about how that got started, because that started before I got on board. And what did you do? What was the discussion like? Was this what you envisioned? Do you envision more?
Yeah.
And kind of the things that happened because of the relationship, such as our little history project here.
Absolutely. So I think what's really special about the relationship that we have with the Hispanic Heritage Council is it started simply with a conversation. We had been expanding our programming, and this is something that we find very important. When the economy is not good, people will use their libraries in a multitude of ways, and a lot of people will use us to come in to find, their entertainment. They'll come in for various programs, and we really wanted to offer something for everyone. And in doing so, the Hispanic Heritage Council was in a position of really wanting to share the beauty and the culture of the Hispanic community. What not a better place than at a public library? And so the more we talked, the more it just really began to snowball into something that we were building excitement with each other. Like, how can we? Giving access to that information, letting people know. What's a great way to let people know about cultures and about organizations that we have right here in our own communities? Well, that's what public libraries do. We just really, it started to just mold into this relationship that we said, well, you're looking for space. Well, we've got a little bit of space. Let's bring it together. How can we make this happen?
Right.
And how can we be the impetus to letting the world know how beautiful things are, and how we have always had this great connectivity into our individual communities, and how beautifully blended this really is. And so with members like yourself, and I know, Michelle, we've known each other through Buffalo Public Schools,
Yes.
our relationship with the schools, and Kaz and so many other people who are on the council, we really came to draw this formal agreement and say, let's house you here. What the library can do is provide an avenue for different programming and educational opportunities for individuals, and we can do that in a free and open environment. Find a digital history of this wonderful community and putting it up through our website. Again, that word access keeps coming into play.
So I'm going to end with, I'm going to quiz you.
Oh, no.
So I'm wondering if you can share maybe a Hispanic or Latina woman in history that you would like to share, or that you found relevant or important to you.
Eva Perón always comes to mind. strong and beautiful woman, beautiful inside and out, really strong and standing firm for what she believed in. I get goosebumps when I think of women who have such courage. I'm going to say to you that my 7th grade Spanish teacher,
That's awesome.
who I to this day can close my eyes and picture her, isn't it? It's kind of strange, but
Right.
Miss Coteras, who was just the most lovely individual, and I wish I honestly could remember an ounce of the beautiful language, but she is somebody who I always felt was a very special individual. I think that anyone who takes such a tremendous pride in their culture and to preserve the traditions of the heritage and culture is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And Michelle, I'm going to say you as well. And I've had the joy now of also working with Lucy Candelaro from the Bell Center,
Yes.
who I am just so excited. She's on our board now.
Oh, that's
We're
great.
thrilled
Yeah,
to have
that's
her on
great.
our board, and I look so forward to working with her more. So I think there's probably a lot of people that we could name, but I think people need to get to know you a little better too, because you're a very special lady, and not just in the Hispanic community, but in the world of education, which I don't know how often you get to speak about your world of education and the beauty of the art that you create, which is something that is very near and dear, as you know, to my heart. And so I think you need to toot your own horn. Maybe
Thanks,
I'll
Mary
interview you.
Jean. Maybe one day.
I'll
We'll
interview
do a
you
flip.
next time. How's that? I'm going to interview you next time. And
Well, that's really so sweet. I'm quite humbled, and I'm very proud to have you as a friend, a colleague, and I am really, on behalf of the Hispanic Heritage Council, very proud to be a partner with the library system here in Buffalo.
Thank you. We're just thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Absolutely.
So that's our interview with Mary Jean Jakubowski, the director of the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library System, and hope to see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.